So we got the legend Billy Moore, obviously seen fighting with Jamie Carragher's brother in David Lloyd. Bro, they're in the David Lloyd changing rooms and a massive fight happens. Now, I think, obviously, I don't know what the backstory is. Obviously, there's live footage of them fighting. I'm sure you lot seen it. Also, obviously, we see Jamie Carragher's brother being arrested. Now, I have heard from the grapevine that Billy Moore has been arrested, but initially on the scene he hasn't been arrested. So a lot of people saying, "Raw, like, how can you? Well, you're a fighter, so how can you be fighting and then on the back of it now you're getting arrested? Now Jamie Carragher's brother's getting arrested. Anyone that don't know who obviously Billy Moore is, he's a legend, and in Liverpool, yeah, he's internet ready. And this is a clip of him and James English's podcast.
What happened to your ear, Bill?
That got bit off by some kid years ago over Easter eggs.
In prison, out of prison?
No, out of prison. I was 16 years old. Can't even remember what kind of Easter eggs they were. I was a kid.
Must have been fucking gold Easter eggs, man.
I remember it well. And I was tripping as well on an MBS. I remember the kid, he was taller than me, he was the Carragher school, and everyone was scared of him, and I fronted it, and I went, fuck that, I'll have a straighten with you. And he had me in a grip there, and I pulled away, and it come off. He ran off. I had it stitched back on, it looked like a fucking quaver. After 6 weeks, it was fucked. But that affected my self-esteem.
Obviously, that's Billy Moore, and obviously anyone that knows who Jamie Carragher is, this is Jamie Carragher, obviously, is his brother that he had a fight with.
He's coming at Manchester United, got the captain's armband, and then he had a difficult spell, as we do as footballers. But when you're saying he's a top player, I don't know him that well, you probably know him better than me. Well, for me, looking from afar, a top character. And what I mean by that is, it would have been very easy for him to leave Manchester United on 2 or 3 occasions at different times.
This got posted like 3 hours ago. I know he was probably doing this. His team's probably posted this, and he's probably been like, my brother's having a madness. My brother's been arrested. But it just says, look, big shout out to, obviously, Ape Huncho. He said, Billy Moore, Jamie Carragher's brother get into a fight at David Lloyd's gym in Kirby. I don't know what happened for them to have a scuff, but everyone's there watching, like, let them scuff, Aki.
Jamie Carragher has confirmed that it was his brother that he was scrapping with in the David Lloyd change.
So, yeah, Jamie Carragher, look, Billy Moore doing what he does best, snitching. Oh, Jamie Carragher's actually called him out. I need to watch this. He said, snitching on our kid after they had a little dust up in the changing room. Bro.
Rooms in Kirby. So Jamie has tweeted, we even say tweeted anymore. Well, he's put on X. Billy Moore doing what he does best, snitching on our kids after they had a dust up in the changes. Oh. To be honest, I reckon that is a blag tweet. I reckon somebody's just made that on ChatGPT and it'll go dead viral, but I don't reckon that Jamie's actually put it out there. But
that's never Jamie Carragher that's tweeted that. He's not gonna do that. He's snitching. Discontinue. You gotta laugh. This is funny.
Can't check because his X or Twitter is put on private, so maybe he did. But nah, I don't reckon he will because obviously he's got a following of like 2 million. He'll work with some brands and he won't be to say things as they are. Whereas I can just call somebody, see you next Tuesday. It's just.
But it's funny though, isn't it, when you see that, you know. But anyway, look, this is the boy Billy Moore. I don't know what the madness is over, but 50-year-old Billy Moore sparring pro boxer.
What bell? Nice. His. What bell?
Obviously, you can see that Billy Moore, he's definitely internet ready. He's definitely sparring ready. So obviously, I don't know. Obviously, Billy Moore fighting David Lloyd, Jamie Carragher's brother, arrested.
Big fat Billy giving statements there. Look, wonder if that's going on his podcast. Shut up, you grass.
Bro, it's a little fight, man. What the hell? There's no cameras in the changing rooms. How is Jamie Carragher's brother being arrested? It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, I'm sure they would be released. And obviously, I'm sure they'll be released. I'm sure it'll be released. You get me? Obviously, Billy Moore is seen walking out. You get me? What's this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Obviously, the boy Sam Walker, Liverpool, has this to say.
I've seen a video of Billy Moore having a fight today. Now, we're going to speak about that in a minute, but let's have right. There's a lot of jealous people go try and target Billy Moore, that's a fact. But the second thing is he did go to the police. Do I agree with that? Absolutely no. I believe when you've committed crime in your life and you've been to jail, then your right to go to the police is gone. But we'll speak about that in a minute. Look, I'll show you the fight. Well, it wasn't even a fight, it was just one way. Right, so Billy Moore clearly just wants to try and just diffuse the situation. He doesn't want to fight. He can't fight Billy Moore, so he could have been throwing punches and probably put that man to sleep. So, you know, but the bottom line is he shouldn't have gone to the police. I do like Billy Moore, I think he's sound, but he shouldn't have gone to the police on this situation. So Billy dropped the charges, lad, because the bottom line is when you've been to jail in your life, then you should know never to, you know, go to the police. You should never do that, go to the police. When you've been in jail before, you lose that right to go to the police. As you know yourself, that's how it should be. We lose our right to go to the police when anything happens. You don't see me going to the police when I get shot and stabbed multiple times. No. So drop the charges, lad. But as I say, I do like Billy, and the guy who done it. If Billy Moore would have been throwing punches back, he would have put you fast asleep. That's a fact. Have a nice day.
It's mad. Boy, and obviously Twitter's they're cooking him. Billy Moore getting beat up by Jamie Carragher's brother. Look, Billy Moore, Jamie Carragher's brother, throwing hands in David Lloyd's gym. He seemed to be getting a rough time of it lately. Does old Billy, YouTube Billy Moore, Jamie Carragher's brother, getting into a scuff? Who's Billy Moore and why is he always fighting people? Wait, let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. I know, obviously, let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. Let's look at
If they speak to me and I could sense they were speaking to
But it's coming like he's just been going through it. I don't know, with obviously Jamie Carragher's brother has been arrested and Billy Moore hasn't been arrested. That's a question mark. It did say on there that Billy Moore has been arrested now, but that's just hearsay. Where does that say it? It says it. It says it. I think it says it here. I'm not sure. Wait, just been sent a mad video of Billy Moore fighting Jamie Carragher. Check before I post anything. I'm not sure. The post, apparently they both have been nicked, so I'm not gonna message. apparently. So it's a bit like Jamie Carragher's brother being arrested on the scene, Billy Moore not being arrested on the scene, something that is a bit like why people probably think, well, yeah, well, you put a statement out and my man's been arrested. I don't know. But boy, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're from Liverpool, give me context. Why is Jamie Carragher's brother fighting Billy Moore? I know it's a Liverpool thing up there, but yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.